Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Tabby Jax here, and we are about to land on Icarus, the Styx map. And we're just going for a little ride in our dropship. Touching down, and welcome to Styx.
First things first, if you want to complete missions for the UDA, you'll need to craft a short-range radio. Plenty of folks need help, and factions pay well for prospectors that offer their time. Up to you. Stay safe.
That was Saul, our mission runner. A little long-winded, but he tries to keep us safe. Thank you, sir. Now, because I had a playthrough on Olympus, I have some materials with me. I have the two modules. I have the Enviro suit where the two modules fit in. I also brought with me a backpack and a bow from the workshop, and those things will help me gather my resources, keep me safe while I'm doing all of the things that I need to do to reach my objectives. Okay, so I have three things I want to do starting on this Styx map. First thing is to build a stone structure fast. We're gonna have to start out with wood, but as soon as I can get the stone, I'm moving to stone because the storms on Icarus itself, and especially on the Styx map, are dangerous. So stone will be better, they'll hold up better. Then I want to get some tame wolves to have my little wolf pack protect me while I'm adventuring on Styx. And then thirdly, I'm going to have those tame wolves to help me while I'm scouting for resources in caves. That's where they're going to keep me safe. All right, and right now I am just walking around in stealth mode, gathering a whole bunch of resources, fiber, sticks, stones, whatever I can to help me build some arrows. Basic stone age tools right now is what I can build. It's about the only thing I can build. But as I gather these resources and I can build crafting tables, then I can increase the level of technology that I'll have to build with. But right now, this is just strictly survival, strictly get me some weapons, get me some crafting materials that I can use right now. And at the same time, do it very stealthily because everything on Icarus is trying to kill you, especially at this level where you have no weapons to defend yourself with. Uh, the only thing I have going for me is my level, because like I said, I had the previous playthrough. You come to this map on the level that you did have previously. Um, at the same time, I'm hearing not a wolf, a horse trying to get to me, and I'm assuming that it's being prevented from doing so by an obstacle, probably all the trees that my dropship blasted down. But as you can see, it's very angry at me. So let me get some bandages and some other stuff, get ready for this battle. And at the same time, oh, what's this? Oh, that's just a deer. All right, cool. Deer are fine. They're not trying to kill you. But that is trying to kill me. He's just being held up right now. So get my arrows ready. Let me try and get him before he gets me. And not hit the tree while I'm doing it. There we go. Now they're highlighted because that's one of the talents that I am bringing into this gameplay um, from a previous one. When you first start out on Olympus, you don't have the highlight the animals, so you don't even have a the little health bar above it. You can't see the health bars. That's a talent that you'll end up building up. So in the very beginning, yeah, this planet is very dangerous because usually, especially for your first levels, I'd say level 1 through 10, the only way you are hearing these animals or knowing that you're under attack is to hear the growl or the whinny of the horse before it gets to you. So, and in a storm, sometimes you don't always hear it until it's too late. Now, unfortunately, I need to get some more stone, and things of that nature, so that I can build a knife to butcher this horse, so I can get the bones and make myself some bone arrows. They're a lot stronger. They do more damage than the stone arrows. All right, got my knife going on. Let's go get us some bones. And not get hit by trees. Alright, little guy. Sorry, but I have more important things for you. Ah, and I just broke my knife trying to kill a baby horse. There's got to be some stones around here. This is impossible. I mean, without breaking up these big boulders, just loose stones on the ground would be very helpful right now. Alright, I finally have enough to make my stone axe and the stone pickaxe. And that's great. Now we can really start gathering resources. Like, these first few minutes on Icarus is just purely survival mode. You know, get a foundation going. And not a foundation for your shelter, just a foundation for yourself. Horse is gone, but that's alright. We had the big one. Komodo! These things take a lot of arrows. Well, a lot of starter arrows. Now, this is the Icarus pincushion right here, I'll tell you that much. Alright, now that I've dealt with that Komodo, let me set up my heart bar the way I usually have it. This is how I had it on Icarus. This is how I'm used to it right now. And now that I've got my stone pickaxe and my stone axe, let's get back to getting some stone. Massive amounts of stone so we can build our shelter. This boulder right here might look good. Just looking around. What's that right there? What's that one? I think I see them. But if up, there we go. Up, try to get up there. Oh, let me see. Run, 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 run. Keep running, running. Try to outrun this thing. Why isn't he chasing me? I think he got held up on those trees that fell down, which is awesome. That probably saved my life. Thank you, dropship, for knocking those trees down. Heal up here. What's going on? Why isn't my bandage taking? It shows I still have the wound. I need the bandage. What's going on? I have my bandages. Um, what am I doing wrong? What's going on? Okay, I'm not holding it down long enough. That's what it was. All right, let's see. Can I sneak around? and get him without him getting me. Maybe make some more arrows just in case. It's about the only thing I put on is some head armor. And let's see what's going on here. Yeah. Got a Komodo up front, but you can see him in the background. He's held up on something, and it must be the trees, because it wouldn't be the dropship. I mean, it could be the dropship, but I doubt it. I've never seen them caught up on a dropship. Don't mind me. I'm just a guy with a headscarf around my neck trying to... around my helmet, as a matter of fact, trying to get around you. Get some more bones. And meat. Here he comes again. Run! Run! Sorry, oh, there's lots of running at the beginning of this game until I get some good weapons. Come on. I'm getting trying. I'm just glad it didn't occur to him he could run up the rock, I'll tell you that. It's my stone knife probably was not going to hold him off for long. And where did he go? Love the glitching system. But you know, that happens in every game. It's not just Icarus. Things fall through the game floor all the time. But it would seem as if the jaguar, with all those great bones and nice meat that I could have had, might be under the rock. Yeah, see, that's the tree. He's probably held up on those trees. Yep. But let's see. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I cleared out some of the brush just to see if I could find him. And there he was. He's in the rock. Yep. That's what I thought. Well, at least we have some trees. We can get some wood. This will be our first shelter. And also wood for campfire. But yeah, this tree right here. And maybe, if I need it, another one. I could use to make some walls, some floors. And I'll be good to go. Now, it's really great once you get the scythe going on. You know, you can get a lot of resources for the fiber, and you know, that's one of those things about increasing your technology. You go from what is it, stone to iron, and once you're up to like platinum and titanium, you're getting a lot of fiber, which is good for healing, or not for healing, for feeding your mounts and your tames, um, and rope, stuff of that nature. Now, if this were your first playthrough, doing all of this harvesting right now would increase your levels exponentially in the beginning of the game. Alright, so I've gathered a bunch of resources and it's time to start building my shelter. And because I put my campfire here, might as well... This is about the safest spot. You know, I have an overlook. I can see people approaching. I can see animals approaching my area. And I've got to build this shelter quick because I have to get down that cliff and get some water. As you can see, my water indicator is in the orange, almost red. So I'm about to die of thirst. So let me get this shelter up just so, you know, it'll give me some shelter from the storms. This will be my first cabin. And yeah, like later on, I like to have foundations, but I don't have a shovel right now, so this is just straight on the ground. It'll do fine. It'll 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 last for at least a little bit. Now, one of the benefits of having stone, they have a certain storm on Icarus. It's a huge lightning storm, and the lightning storm will set your wood house on fire. If you even try to build and thatch, your house will burn down or get blown away. Even with this wood structure, you have to build a hammer. And build a hammer for all your structures, but the hammer and a fire whacker work great for these wood and thatch structures. But there you go, just basic house. That's what we're looking for. Now, I've got my cloth armor on, and let's see. I see a nice little horse looking at me, or at least looking at my structure. I don't know what their intention is, but I think it might be dinner. Let's see. Yeah, you keep on walking over this way, dude. Yep. Alright. I guess one last harvest of bones. Up. And a little juvenile. You know what? You will be my first tame. Come on. Basically, you want to have them follow you. Some people decide to leave them outside of the structure. I bring them into my house because the minute they become tame, or as they're going through the taming process, um, every other animal on Icarus that's a predator is trying to kill this animal. They're no longer considered, you know, off the table, that type of stuff. So that's why you want to protect them because this whole time they're vulnerable. They're not your tame yet, but at the same time, every other predator is trying to kill them. And plus, you don't want them to see me carving up their mom. And the process is to just feed them. Just keep feeding them. If I had enough resources, I would make a bed because another way to increase the taming process is to make an animal bed. The animal will indicate that they're tired. But this will be good for now. Now it's time to find a way down the cliff to get to this water. All right. Well, with the help of Unstuck, because I got caught in the middle of the cliff up above, um, I finally got down to the water's edge down here. And, it looks great. Lots of flowing water for the water wheel so I can generate electricity. If I decided to build my base around here, which I probably will. As you can see, my dropship is one cliff and then one huge cliff above. So like really 3 levels up. And running down here to grab some water all the time would stick. So with that in mind, I will probably end up relocating down to this area, at least for the beginning. It's probably not going to be my permanent base on Styx, but it may be my starting base for a while. Let me see if I can find some sponges, because that's one way up. We got some piranhas trying to bite me and poison me at the same time. But if I can find some sponges, at least I can have some water with me instead of coming down here just to take a sip. So that's one way to do it. Instead of having a water skin, the sponges will help. Although it will be unfiltered water, so if I were to drink the water straight from the sponge, then I would still get sick probably. So just keep that in mind if you'll do that. And water's getting real low. See if I can build the water skin yet, and I don't see it. Why don't I see it? I can build my water purifier, but I cannot build the water skin, and I believe that's because it's not tier 1. Yes, look at that. I'm so used to having something. It's a tier 2 thing, so I'm going to need my crafting bench, which I don't have yet. So I might just be stuck with taking a sip of water and poisoning myself, having some intestinal issues. But at the same time, I won't die of thirst at the moment. So let's keep that in mind. That's the big important part of this. And with that, I'm gonna say happy July 4th. On the next episode, we'll get back up to my base. We'll check on the juvenile horse. Hopefully, they're just about fully tamed, and we'll go on from there. All right, everybody, have a great holiday weekend.